Have you ever looked at a painting and felt it? Not just seen it, but truly felt the emotion, the energy, the very soul of the artist poured onto the canvas? Today, we're diving into the turbulent, brilliant, and heartbreakingly beautiful world of one such artist, Vincent van Gogh. This isn't just a story about a painter. It's a story about passion, struggle, and a unique vision that changed art forever. Born in the Netherlands in 1853, Vincent's early life was a series of false starts. He tried being an art dealer, a teacher, a bookseller, and even a missionary. He was searching for his calling, for a way to connect with people and express the intense feelings churning inside him. It wasn't until he was 27 years old that he finally decided to become an artist. Imagine that, starting a brand new, incredibly difficult career at an age when many people feel they should already be settled. His early work was dark, earthy, and deeply sympathetic to the lives of the working poor. Take a look at the Potato Eaters. This isn't a glamorous painting. The colors are somber, the faces are coarse, and the hands are gnarled from labor. Van Gogh wanted to show the reality of peasant life. He wrote that he wanted to convey the idea that these people, eating their potatoes under the lamp, have tilled the earth themselves. He wasn't just painting a scene. He was painting their dignity, their hardship, and their connection to the land. This deep empathy for humanity would be a constant thread throughout his entire body of work. But Vincent was restless. He needed to learn, to grow, to find his own voice. In 1886, he moved to Paris, the bustling heart of the art world. This is where his world exploded with color. He met the Impressionists, artists like Monet and Pissarro, who were experimenting with light and quick brushstrokes. He also encountered the Pointillists, like Seurat, who constructed images from tiny dots of color. Paris was a revelation. His dark Dutch palette was replaced with vibrant blues, radiant yellows, and fiery reds. You can see this transformation in his self-portraits from this period. He started painting himself over and over, partly because he couldn't afford models, but also as a way to practice and explore this new language of color. He was learning how to use color, not just to represent what he saw, but to express what he felt. After 2 intense years, the chaos of Paris became too much. Craving sunlight and tranquility, Vincent moved to the south of France, to the town of Arles. This is where he entered the most productive and iconic period of his life. The brilliant southern sun electrified his senses. He wrote to his brother Theo, "The sun, a light that for want of a better word I can only call yellow, pale sulphur yellow, pale lemon gold. How beautiful yellow is." This wasn't just an observation. It was a declaration of love. Yellow became his color of hope, of friendship, of divine light. He painted the Sunflowers series here, each one a burst of pure, unadulterated joy. He didn't just paint the flowers. He painted the life force within them, their journey from bud to bloom to wilt. He used thick, goopy layers of paint, a technique called impasto, so you can almost feel the texture of the petals and seeds. He hoped to decorate a home, the famous yellow house, with these paintings to welcome his friend, the artist Paul Gauguin. In Arles, Vincent dreamed of creating a studio of the South, a community where artists could live and work together, supporting one another. This dream was central to his idea of what art could be, a collaborative, spiritual endeavor. His paintings from this time are some of his most famous. The bedroom in Arles is a perfect example of his new philosophy. He told Theo he wanted the painting to express absolute rest. The colors are simple and flat. The perspective is slightly skewed. It's not a photorealistic depiction of his room. It's the asterisk feeling asterisk of his room, his personal sanctuary. Every object is imbued with meaning and emotion. Another masterpiece from this period is The Night Calf. Here, color is used for a completely different effect. Vincent described it as one of the ugliest I have ever done. He used jarring reds and greens to express what he called the terrible passions of humanity. You can feel the oppressive, almost dizzying atmosphere of a late-night bar where people can ruin themselves, go mad, or commit a crime. It's a painting about loneliness and despair. A stark contrast to the hopeful sunflowers. The dream of the studio of the South ended in disaster. Tensions between the two strong-willed artists, Van Gogh and Gauguin, escalated, culminating in the infamous incident where Vincent, in a fit of despair and mental anguish, cut off a piece of his own ear. This marked the beginning of a devastating decline in his mental health. Following this breakdown, Vincent voluntarily admitted himself to the St. Paul d'Amasol Asylum in St. Remy de Provence. But even in this dark place, he never stopped painting. In fact, some of his most powerful work came from this period of immense suffering. From his window, he painted the world outside, but it was a world transformed by his inner turmoil and spiritual searching. Look at the cypress trees he painted. For him, they were not just trees. They were like Egyptian obelisks, reaching from the earth towards the sky, connecting the mortal world with the heavens. They are full of twisting, flame-like energy, a symbol of both death and eternal life. And then, there's his most famous painting of all, The Starry Night. This is not the night sky as we see it. This is the night sky as Vincent Asterisk felt Asterisk it. The heavens are alive, a swirling cosmic vortex of energy. The stars and the moon blaze with an almost holy light. Down below, the village is asleep, peaceful and unaware of the celestial drama unfolding above. The only thing connecting the earth to this explosive sky is the dark, flame-like cypress tree, a bridge between humanity and the infinite. The Starry Night is a testament to the power of the human imagination to find beauty and meaning even in the darkest of times. It's a painting about hope, spirituality, and the overwhelming power of nature. After a year in the asylum, Vincent moved to Auvers-sur-Oise, a small town near Paris, to be closer to his brother Theo and under the care of a doctor who was also an art lover. In the last 70 days of his life, he painted with a frantic urgency, producing over 70 paintings. That's more than one painting a day. His final works, like Wheatfield with Crows, are often interpreted as premonitions of his death. The vast turbulent sky, the ominous crows flying over the wheatfield, and the roads that seem to lead nowhere all contribute to a sense of unease and foreboding. Yet others see the vibrant yellow of the wheat as a symbol of life and nourishment. Like all of his work, it's complex and open to interpretation. It's a raw, honest expression of his state of mind. On July 27, 1890, Vincent van Gogh shot himself in the chest. He died 2 days later in the arms of his beloved brother Theo. He was only 37 years old. During his lifetime, Vincent sold only one painting. He was considered a failure, plagued by poverty and mental illness. Yet, he never lost faith in his art. He wrote, "I put my heart and my soul into my work and have lost my mind in the process." So why does his art resonate so deeply with us more than a century later? Because Vincent van Gogh did more than just paint what he saw. He painted his inner world. He used color and texture to show us joy, sorrow, hope, and despair. His swirling brushstrokes aren't just a technique. They are the visible trace of his energy, his very life force. He teaches us that art is not just about pretty pictures. It's a form of communication, a way to share the deepest parts of our humanity. He saw the world not just as it was, but as it could be, full of life, energy, and a divine burning light. And through his paintings, he allows us to see it too. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the life of Vincent van Gogh. If you found this story as moving as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the world's greatest artists. Let me know in the comments which Van Gogh painting speaks to you the most. See you in the next video.